Welcome back, everybody, to episode 16. Getting close to 20 of Salty Blowie. Tuesday again. Monday, we had a lot to do over the weekend, over the past 2 weeks. You more so over the past 2 weeks, but we had a lot. We had Monday was almost a recovery day because of how busy.
How exhausted I freaking was.
We were, and just did not feel. We got home late Sunday night, so we just didn't have time to really put anything together, any sort of kind of guidelines to what the episode would even be, and we didn't want to rush it. So here we are on Tuesdays. So
here we are.
But last week was good. I want to say thank you to all of our. First off, I do want to start off by thanking all of our followers and supporters, because one of our recent videos, the movie trailers, is getting dislikes every hour.
We're not popular at all. That's what we get for making fun of a tween show. So, well, in our opinion, tweenish type show. We are getting hated.
The last trailer reaction that we did to was a movie called I'm Not Okay, or a TV series on Netflix called I'm Not Okay With This. You guys will go check it out. For our circle, let us know what you guys think. But for the most part, it is getting a shit ton of views, but people are just roasting it because they're probably offended we said it looks like it's for teens. So I just want to thank all you fuckers.
I know, because any click counts. Whether it's a like or dislike. It just struck me funny.
That's funny. I was like, look at
dang.
It, wake up, and I'm like, how many dislikes does it have now?
Haters gonna hate. Yeah, the dislikes definitely outweigh the likes.
Mm-hmm. So,
the top part of the likes are probably me.
So go check that out. Actually, I'll post that in a play card at the end of the video. So if they are at the end of this episode, they'll be able to see it and just click on that. So.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Shout out to my soul sister wife. Happy birthday, Alicia.
Oh yeah.
It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday.
She wants to freaking go to Fiji. Like I can just pack up and leave with her tomorrow.
She doesn't get it.
We're not going to Fiji.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, she said birthday trips. Let's go, because my birthday's coming up as well. We're not too far apart. I'm March baby also, but she's like, what should we do for our birthdays? Let's go to Fiji. I was like, can't go to Fiji.
Alicia, if you are looking at this, look at our lives.
I know.
Get it together.
I was like, we can do like a mall trip to the Bay Area, getaway weekend or something. We'll do something that's more easy to plan and not $1 million right now.
Not with her. She didn't spend $1 million.
Well, yeah, because she's a baller. That's why.
And well, happy birthday, Alicia.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, so can you elaborate on Sunday or not really? Is it still
that's
fresh?
fine. So basically, it's been a whirlwind of a thing, and it's definitely been a lot of work. I had met with a photographer. I mean, we have a lot of photographers in our area, but one of them in particular, she and I had the opportunity to work together at like last year or something. I don't remember. And we had always chatted about, maybe getting to do something together someday with our businesses. Busy lives. Her passion is in photographing rodeos. Shelby Caitlin Photography. You can check her out. She's badass. Mm-hmm. She actually is probably arrived in Texas already for a big rodeo that she's at now. Anyway, I know. I was thinking of Texas. Not that's the same state, but shout out to Nashville. Did you see that? Oh, Nashville got hit by some crazy tornado. Like the death toll, I think, is over 20.
Last night?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or first thing this morning, the downtown is gone bad, and then Ashley and Jeremy
actually big at downtown.
Well, something about downtown. I don't know the area well, but I
wow.
keep hearing that it's just bad devastation. Where Ashley and Jeremy just got back from literally yesterday.
Oh wow!
They just missed it. She said the rain was scary leaving though. She didn't realize what was coming.
Damn.
But the town that they stayed in, just 15 minutes I think from Nashville, she was saying that her girlfriend that they stayed with, just 2 miles from her girlfriend's house, middle school that she passes daily is gone. It's completely gone.
Jesus.
But it's bad. So sorry, Nashville, thinking of you guys because it was really bad. But yeah, super scary. I was like, ooh, glad we don't get tornadoes. Not that I like earthquakes, but at least earthquakes we don't.
We're gonna have an earthquake soon. We haven't had one in a while.
Don't say that. I was having that vibe earlier today when I was tanning. So anyway, her and I recently had met for coffee and started chatting about an idea that we had for a photo shoot. Literally executed it in a very, very, very short amount of time. And it was a photographer. I had two hairstylists. I had Jen Railsback and Cassie Petrie Eddy for hair. I had Dolores Valenzuela for makeup. And then I had myself for obviously tanning all the girls. And then 8 models on top of that. So it was, in a nutshell, getting all that planned a shit show. I lost sleep over it when I don't sleep well as it is. I was waking up thinking about it, going to sleep thinking about it. Unfortunately, so originally Shelby has connections to people with horses and cars, vintage and muscle cars, some of my favorite beautiful cars. When we had met, I had picked a few cars that I thought would be perfect for my vision. She locked those in, and then as it got closer, like days before, not even days before, the weather changed dramatically or drastically. And as soon as I saw the weather change on the app showing possible rain, I knew basically these cars were going to be out. I was pretty 100% certain that I was not going to be getting these cars that I wanted.
So she was like pretty much ignoring me for like 2 weeks, and so I knew that if I was going to say anything about the weather, that she didn't need that. But she has her friends that are negative Nancy's
I have my Debbie Downer
that would be texting her anyway.
That was sending me screenshots of, because I actually wasn't even looking at the weather, to be honest. I was not even bothering with it, because basically at the point that the weather started changing, I'd already tanned the girls. So I was like, I have 8 girls, 2 makeup artists, or 2 hairstylists, a makeup artist, and a photographer, and a venue. There's no way this is getting rescheduled. Like, it's freaking rain or shine. This has to go down. The idea of trying to get all these girls together at the same time on the same day to reschedule was like ridiculous. Plus, again, tanned everybody.
So like the day before, all the puzzle pieces were like in place, but they literally couldn't have been glued together even until we got to the place, because we were still waiting on answers. You were for specific things that you just, I mean, until it started to happen, you just weren't 100%.
I basically was not gonna relax until everybody was at the venue and everything was into place. So anyway, the photographer let me know when I touched base with her finally sometime Saturday. She goes, if it's raining, the cars are most likely going to be out. And I was like, well, I already kind of figured that, because I grew up with cars. My family restored cars growing up. We always were in car shows. We had car shows. So I know how people love their cars. That is their passion. That is their life. Like my dad, don't touch it. Watch your buckles, watch your jeans, watch this. So and then the rain. I mean, everybody else's car was out on the street. The nice cars are inside or under tarps. And I know rainwater can be harsh as it is. So I really was like, okay, we have beautiful scenery. I like overcast days for photos. They look nicer with the tans. This is going to be fine. We'll make it work. We have an amazing photographer. Shelby really did pull some strings and got a couple of people to bring cars. Not any of the ones I had picked, but they were still super generous to be bringing their vehicles and allowing us to take a few photos with them. And so anyway, fast forward, day came together. It was a long day. We started at like 6 a.m., getting everybody together, caravanning on out to the venue. Thank you to Emily, who allowed us to use the ranch that they're actually, she grew up on, and is now being converted into a wedding venue called Willow and Oak. So stay tuned for that. Everybody came together. And the girls, it wasn't my vision. Like, it was kind of crazy. Like, I had visualized these girls with this look, these girls with this look. That kind of went out the door, because I was like, put the kind of it all into the photographer's hands, because she's the one with the professional vision. So she did her thing. The girls look badass. We had Ashley with Viking hair and hardcore makeup, and she's a pretty, simple person. Like, she's not into a ton of makeup and stuff, and she's got this, reddish hair, and it just, she looked awesome, but all girls look beautiful. Everybody looked stunning. Dolores literally whipped out not only her own makeup, but my makeup as well as 7 other girls. So it all within
Back to back to back to
back to
back to
back to
back.
back. I mean, that poor thing did not get a break, and then we threw her in a dress and heels and had her posing next to a car. So she pulled it together. The girls that did the hair, Jennifer and Cassie, all the girls, the hair looked amazing, super badass. And Shelby did. We haven't seen any of the photos yet. Like I
Yeah.
said, she got photos done and literally packed up and basically had to leave to Texas soon after. So no sneak peeks except for the ones that were taken on phones that have been
Yeah.
shared and I've reshared. So a little bit of sneak peeks there, but I'm so excited, but I'm in no hurry to do anything like this again. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was a lot, or at least not when there's the chance of rain. But I guess, I mean, that can happen anytime. We get random rain days in the summer, so who knows? But overall, I'm super stoked to see the photos. And Scott was there the whole day taking behind the scenes video clips. And
And when the
it was
photos
just
are
good.
when the photos are released, I'll release that or give it to Jamie to release that footage because I think it's really cool to see because I pretty much got every girl getting her makeup done, her hair done by at least both hairdressers. Jamie kind of making sure that she did some last minute tan stuff to really make it pop. And then I really got a lot of cool stuff of Shelby doing her thing, like telling the girl. She knows exactly, her vision and how she's able to explain it to the girls. Put your foot like this, put your knee this way or this. She really was able to communicate really well. And I liked seeing that as someone that does edit a lot of stuff. I liked listening to her and listen to her tell the girls what she wanted because it was pretty cool to see it put in action and have her be so confident and like, well, put your hip back this way or tilt your shoulder. It was just really cool to see.
When I was
that
my turn,
aspect.
like I am not, as much people always think I must be so comfortable in front of the camera, and I'm not. Like I'll when I post photos of myself, it's like 500 photos later before I even pick one. But having somebody tell me what to do and pose me and tell me to smile is really hard for me. Like I have the fakest smile, like Brendan, Brendan Schaub's and the most awkward, funky smile. But she would tell me, close your eyes, take a deep breath. And then I think she was shooting as I was probably opening my eyes and breathing out, like catching just my relaxed face in shots because I have RBF all the time. So,
if it was like for instance, one of the girls, I won't say her name, but she was really shy doing the pictures. Plus, there were all of us, like some of the models were sitting. It was cold. They were sitting there waiting to go next, and all eyes were on her as she was taking the pictures with the car, and so she was just not feeling it at all. So once we were transitioning to like the next area where we were going to do the photos, I heard Shelby call the girl. She said, "Hey, get up here! You guys stay down there," because the girl was taking selfies she was so comfortable, and then Shelby knocked a bunch out with just her and the photographer by herself, which is really cool. She was able to get those, so
yeah.
It is weird. It's just
and the group of girls, they're all my girls. They're all not only clients, but they're all friends as well. I mean, the people I picked to be a part of this are all whether with the vendors that were participated and the girls that tan, they're all part of my circle of people I just love and admire and adore. And but I really picked a variety. So you have the girls, you have the girls that are very comfortable in front of the camera and are used to this kind of stuff, all the way down to someone that's never done anything like this in their lives, never had hair and makeup done, never been asked to pose in front of a freaking car or with the other group of girls or by herself, because we did individual photos, I think, for everybody as well. So I had, I wanted to, because obviously these are for my business as well as the other girls' businesses. We'll all be sharing and networking to share these photos. But ultimately, I wanted to embrace, because I think people get a lot of, they feel that spray tanning alone is like this one single type of body, only like these little tiny, perfect little teeny tiny people can tan and stuff, but I have all ages and all body shapes, all ethnicities. I mean, everything comes through my tent. And so I love the variety and diversity of the girls that are involved, and what a awesome treat it was for everybody to get pampered and, hair tanning and makeup and photographs that they probably would never have done for themselves ever. So I'm super excited. A lot of them, I got nice messages from, some of them, most of them afterwards that night, just telling me again, thank you so much for including them. And it's just, they felt beautiful that day, and it was just the coolest experience. most of those messages coming from the ones again that it was just a whole new experience for them, and some of them have major anxiety like I do and get it, and I know one of them smoked a massive bowl before the photo shoot because she's like, I need to smoke a bowl before this, taking tequila shots is
Yeah.
together, and it was a good time. So I hope that reflects in the photos of what I was trying to grasp as far as it wasn't my vision as per se the photos I was looking for, but it was my vision as far as bringing girls from completely, different backgrounds together, and I'm legit different backgrounds, stay-at-home moms, dental assistants, teachers, law enforcement. Like it's a mix of people.
I the only thing I wish we could have done is done it on a Friday or a Saturday, and then went and picked up all the girls' hubbies, and then went out afterwards because they were so dressed. The hair, like,
Yeah.
who knows if they're like.
Originally,
it
that
would
was
have
my
been
plan,
cool
was to go mob somewhere afterwards and have a drink and get some snacks because we were just snacking on snacky foods all day.
Everyone was so
But we
tired,
were
though.
all exhausted and cold, and it started to rain at that. Right at the end, it started coming down pretty good, and I was like so exhausted at that point. But so was majority of everybody except for Ashley, who was in our car with us. Apparently, had like this second round
Yeah.
of energy. So that was what went down. You'll all see it. I think he's been working on the video, so I'll post that probably soon so people can get a behind the scenes view of what went down. And then as we anxiously await for the photos, which I think Shelby said will probably be about a 2-week turnaround time, but I'm sure I would not doubt some sneak peeks from her coming soon. So.
Well, since we're on, let's switch number 3 and 4 since we're on the model talk, and I wanted to talk because there were such a variety of girls that you had at the photo shoot. I wanted to talk about maybe it's been something you've dreamed about as a kid, or maybe it's changed as an adult. But the ideal body type, and I'm not saying that you're comfortable or happy with what your body is now, but if you could, design your body to a T, what would your preference be? And I know I asked if you had any reference photos to
I just looked. I mean,
to show those, and
I've never really had a particular look. Sometimes I like the more yoga lean body. Sometimes I really like the CrossFit, more fit girls.
Yeah.
But for myself now, realistically, I
you
just
went more realistic.
yeah, I
type.
wasn't going for anything that ultimately, if I didn't put my heart and mind to it, I could probably achieve over the next couple of years if I really tried with my eating and my consistent workouts. But I just went with women that are just fit. You can tell they're fit. They're
Yeah.
not, super muscly and super, super lean, but they're, like
Yeah.
her. She's fit,
Yeah, because I know, like, for a while too, like Stephanie Sanzo, she had a little bit more size.
Yeah, well,
which
I've
you
always
really
had a thing for
liked.
girl, like the big legs. I like size on legs.
Is this a meme or a photo?
That's just that girl I was showing because I feel like what she looks like now is attainable for me because her before, I think she's a little thicker than I am maybe on her lower body.
Yes. And upper.
Well, I
yeah.
guess overall, but I feel like
Overall, yeah.
she's really hippie like how I am. Like I'm kind of oddly shaped in my hips and stuff. So looking at her made me think like what she attained I could do. Like, I mean, maybe not have abs, but I could enhance them with my spray tanning and make them look like that. But,
Yeah.
So I just felt like I like how she looks. I think she looks healthy. She looks, you know, she's not lean, but she's got muscle on her.
Yeah.
Well, she is lean through her tummy, but I mean, I just felt like that to me is comparable to kind of where I would like to go. I know, just like I do have a really small waist, so but it's weird how my hips and lower body go out really wide. So I don't know. So I don't know what exactly you were going for, but
Yeah, basically that.
just-
Like I've changed. My mind has changed too. Like I like the athletic look that CrossFit does, but sometimes it's too small to me. Like I like the feeling of, because I am over 6 foot tall, I'd like to have the mass on me still. And so I've always been drawn to, and I'm not necessarily saying the looks of, but the guy, and these people are monsters that I'm showing, Aaron Donald, the NFL look of just having mass but looking athletic, because
well, I think you already kind of have that because people always ask you, "Oh, you must have played football."
yeah, but I'd like to be more lean. And so like some of the guys, like it's I mean
a neck brace on?
no, it's a scarf.
Oh.
Like Chris Long, since he retired, he's lost about 15, 20
I'll say
pounds.
he looks really lean.
But in a suit, he still looks super athletic.
Well, yeah, he looks like he's fit, but he doesn't
And
look
so
very big. That's a different
he's
angle.
tall. He's tall, yeah. And so I
Why
don't
doesn't he smile?
What's that?
Why isn't he smiling?
He does.
That's so odd.
But I don't necessarily, and not necessarily bodybuilder, because that look, and I respect it, but that look is not, I don't like.
Well,
that.
no, and like same that makes
it's not
I mean, as much as
bad.
I love Dana Lynn Bailey, that's
Yeah.
not the look I would ever try to achieve.
No.
I just want to look lean, or not lean. I just want to look fit. I want people to be like whether when I'm in normal clothes, you can tell. Oh, she must she takes care of
does
herself.
something. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
not to say be comfortable in your own skin.
And I
I'm
was
all
trying to
about
get-
that.
Yes. Yeah. I was trying
I'm
to-
all about that, and like I said with like the photo shoot, I just absolutely love each and every one of those girls,
Yeah.
and they rock everything they wear, and they were just feeling themselves, and that's what I am all about. Like, I think having a look or aiming for a look of somebody else like could be overrated.
It could. Like Dwayne Johnson, he's been able to transition his body into whatever he wants. He can transform his body into bodybuilder. I mean, but to me, he still looks like an athlete. He looks like he could jump on the field. Sometimes he does have mass where he looks a little bit rigid, but in suits and everything, he still has his leanness. And with that amount of mass, it's just crazy the way that he looks. Sometimes still, it just blows my mind. But I was trying to get to that too. Like, yes, be comfortable and respect what you have, but also it is good to have little goals to kind of dream. Do you wish you were taller at all, or do you like the height
No,
that you're at?
I'm kind of in a weird spot though. I'm not. So I'm like 5'2", but that sounds short. But I'm not. I'm kind of in a weird middle. Like I'm not super short, but I'm not not tall. I don't know.
Did you grow gradually in school, or did you have a growth spurt and
I feel
then
like I've
stop?
been this size. I feel like I've been it forever.
Really?
I feel like I've been it since like 5th grade. Like I don't feel like I grew at all.
So you were probably tall in elementary school, and then everyone
No,
else
I
passed
wasn't.
you?
I'm always small. Always little, like tiny, like scrawny, tiny.
I wish I was another inch or two, and I'd be set. I'd be perfect.
I
That sounded
don't.
bad. Height.
I'd rather either actually be shorter or be a few inches taller. Because clothes are weird. So certain lengths on clothes are funky. Like some things look okay, and then other things, like certain jeans, look like
Well, yeah.
weird. It's just weird.
All right. Moving on to I had another Would You Rather. And this one I wanted to do if you could go anywhere, maybe not by yourself. Yeah, by yourself. If you could go anywhere, would you rather go to the past, whether it be a specific date or time period, whatever, or the future? What would you choose? And how far? Like, if you want to go in the future, how
If
far?
I could do something all over again, I'd go to the past. I don't
Past.
care about the future, or I care about the future, but future kind of makes me like nervous. I don't know where this world is going, so I don't think I want to look ahead to where it's headed. Just stay put. But if I go backwards, I would, and I would actually, as weird as this sounds, and people are be like, "Oh my god, for real," I'd probably go back and like do my school days over. I would change completely.
So you'd stay in this time period. You wouldn't go back.
Yeah,
like,
I don't need
60s,
it. Yeah,
50s or
I
anything?
mean, if I had to choose a time period, I'd go back to like probably the 50s.
That's what I meant. That time. That's what you would go to.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't go forward.
How come?
I did like I said,
I know you were explaining, but you were about to say you'd go back and something with school.
oh, I would just redo some of the stuff as growing up. I would probably be more involved in school and
Yeah.
be a nicer person. Yeah. So no, I would go backwards though. I would not go forward.
Not go forward.
Let me guess. Mr. Space and Science, you would go to the future.
Yes.
I know.
Now, I did think about the past because I think there would be something to...
You'd probably want to go back to like the Spartan days.
No.
and, like,
Well,
murdering
that'd be
people.
cool to see. Wolverine people. If I had to do something in the past, it would be to like the prehistoric era. Even,
The
maybe-
dinosaurs?
but by myself in a helicopter. And I would love to, because of places that I've seen, I'd love to go see that without roads, without telephone
So you mean
poles.
like go back in a time machine that's floating in the air so you could look down on
I
what
would
it looks
love
like?
to go up the Central Coast, like through Atascadero, and with the knowledge that I have now, be like, that's where my house was. But not seeing any roads or any type of
No, and then
west.
a dinosaur
Just
would
once,
walk by.
that'd be cool. That'd be amazing to see what the Earth would look like with nothing, nothing man-made on it. But yes, I would choose the future, and I don't know, because it is so unknown. I think that's why I would want to go. I mean, if you think about where we were at high school when we had cell phones, and who would have thought that we have these computers in our hand that
I
can
know, it's like that
literally-
meme where it says, the teacher, you're not always going to have a calculator in your hand. And we showed you.
Yeah. Things have exponentially grown at a crazy rate. I mean, especially medically. So I don't know how far in the future I would go. Like, who knows is it going to be thousands of years where, humans are
I know the stuff we'll never see,
digitally, like,
which is sad. Like,
it is weird
you
to
have
think
no
that-
idea like what we're going to miss.
Yeah, because like in Back to the
Which is
Future,
shitty. It's creepy.
in Back to the Future, I think 2019 was the year that they went to, and we definitely don't have floating cars.
Yeah, true.
We have hoverboards to some extent, but we don't have floating cars like they thought. Stuff like that. Like, what is going to be next that we aren't even thinking about now? More so like biologically, to see what the human body is going to start being infused with when it comes to like digital stuff. That kind of stuff is scary, but also very intriguing. So I thought that'd be a good would you rather.
I'm gonna be really pissed if, like, after I die, they come up with some kind of chip that you can implant and live forever and not age.
Do you think everybody should do that?
Well, we get overcrowded, so then we'd have to do a purge.
Well, that'd be awesome, but not.
But you know what I mean? Like, if people never die, we'd just be crowded. And
Do you think people would just do whatever they felt like and not obey the law because appreciation of life wouldn't be there anymore? Like, we wouldn't appreciate the time because we just know it's never going to go anywhere.
I don't know.
Like,
I
that's
guess
one
then,
aspect
like, okay, I'm
of-
tired now. I'm gonna take this chip out, and then, like, if you've had that chip in for like 60 years and you didn't age, and then you take it out, and then you age to what you're supposed to be, you just shrivel up into
God.
like.
I think the movie was called Time with Justin Timberlake when he got that is the implant in his arm, and you had to you bought time like you do. Oh man, a bunch of time right now. I can't remember what it might
So
have
my
been
idea
called
wasn't
Time.
original.
No.
I thought it was. Maybe I did see that movie and I don't remember, and it just kind of sounds familiar.
No. So we are going to jump into some funny videos, and these two right here. So the caption says it looks like it's a interview on Fox News, and it says Pennsylvania family returns home after going through coronavirus quarantine.
Oh no.
Okay.
Excuse me. Let me get some of that. They said, yeah, I'm
really.
fine.
Yeah,
I
they
got
coughed and then
tested
they
twice,
shared their
but,
water.
negative both
But
times.
his face and the caption on the video said, "This is not safe." This
Yeah, well,
cannot
no,
be
it's
safe."
true. That's
But
scary.
He just gives it right back.
I know, but then he passed it to his kid too.
And the dude's face
Good Lord.
was awesome.
Yeah, that's scary.
And this one I showed to Jamie, but it had me. I laugh every time I watch it because the shit that people think of to do these funny sketches, and it says, "If humans acted like dogs," and it's spot on.
Hey! Hey! What the fuck? This is my house! This is my house! This is my house! What are you doing? I live here! Who are you? This is my house! This is my house! Get out of here right now! Go get out of here!
What the fuck? Just
It does, where they pace back and forth
Yep,
and they get so
they
mad.
Go back, they just don't fucking stop.
That's funny.
I thought that was pretty clever and creative. I love when people do shit like that. There's only two funny videos I had. Do you want to do? Should we jump into your memes or should we jump into your story?
Oh, my article?
Yeah.
Oh, you can do the article real quick. It was just stupid,
Okay.
but it made me think of.
Speaking of your memes, I am making a cool like a meme thing for when it says Jamie's memes.
Oh.
I'm doing a cool cool thing to pop up when it is
Sweet.
Jamie's memes.
I already let Adrian know one of the ones I'm using today is the winner of the day. And he said yes.
All right.
So this I saw like a week
my
ago,
God.
but it just struck me funny, and I was like, oh, this is worthy of sharing with y'all.
Jesus.
It says, woman says meth found hidden inside vagina is not hers.
Okay.
A Louisiana woman allegedly caught with meth hidden inside her vagina said she didn't know where the drugs came from. But there's more that was in there. That's what's funny. Ashley Beth Rowland, 23, was accused on July 31st of stealing $5,000 from the apartment of a man she'd been staying with for about a week, according to documents published by the something Parish Sheriff's Office. You can scroll down. The man told West Monroe Police Department that while he was showering, Rowland swiped his cash and left. Rowland allegedly confessed to the police she did take the man's money and left his apartment. The document said a female correctional officer later searched Rowland and inside of Rowland's vagina discovered $6,233 along with a clear plastic bag of roughly 1 gram of meth, which Rowland denied was hers. Rowland was arrested and charged with theft, narcotics possession, online records from the sheriff's office state. As Tuesday, she remained behind bars. So she had
Oh my God.
over $6,000 in cash and meth stuffed in her vagina.
How?
But not only that, but she also said the meth's not hers.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
who the hell's is it? It's so
okay.
I just it just struck me funny. Stupid girl.
Those are the kind of stories that I look forward to, is ones like funny news stories where
Yeah.
it's just like, are you kidding?
Like the title alone's like, what? You have to
Meth
click on it
is
and read
not
it. I'm a total
hers.
clickbait reader. Like the stupidest stuff catches my mind, or
First of
catches
all, I
my
have
eye.
the cop just doing a strip search, and I was like, all right, we got to check your vagina. Like,
Well, I mean, they have to do
It's
that
like-
kind of stuff, but the fact that, I'm sure finding stuff is probably nothing new, but to say, I think
Yeah.
what they said was funny was that she was like, that's not mine.
not mine. Yeah.
Well, okay.
Fucking moron.
So that was my funny story.
That's awesome.
I just have some stupid memes today besides that. So you can do that top one's fine.
This?
Yeah. This one's just funny. What's that, Rick and Morty?
Yes.
Is that what that is? So
Yeah.
you just have to see
I
it,
said
but
in
it
his
says
voice too.
I don't know the voices of the show well. I can't think of it, but it says the second the heat makes me slightly uncomfortable is a chick with the sun on her face because I feel her and it's summer, you dumb bitch. And I'm sure it's funnier if you see the pictures, so you have to check that out
Yeah, 'cause
and
if you
hear the voices.
Yeah, you could just
And
picture the
yeah.
grandpa saying that.
But it just made me laugh because we had like 2 days of heat and I was sweating and I was like, this is so stupid. But I hate cold weather, but
It's just when
I saw this the day that I was complaining, like, oh my God, it's hot today. And it was probably only like in the mid 70s. So I was like, oh.
it's when the heat comes out of nowhere. That's when it sucks. It doesn't just gradually. We don't go into the 60s
and then it drops down
70s.
to 60 again in
Yeah.
cold. Anyway, so that one I thought was funny and I knew people would know
Yes.
Rick and Morty. So
That's
I
awesome.
thought that was funny.
Just because that is something he would say.
Yeah.
Which one next?
That one.
This one?
This one I
Okay.
thought was funny for some of you that can relate. It says what being sick looked like as a kid in the 80s. And it is vapor rub, and the ginger ale, can of chicken noodle, Campbell's chicken noodle soup, crackers, saltine crackers, an old school couch like that everybody had, and people probably smoked on it, probably smelled like cigarette smoke, and then Price is Right. And that was
Yep.
my favorite days of staying home was all of the above. So I thought like that's so relatable to so many people. And the funny thing is, even now though, when the kids come down with stuff, I'm like, I'll get some Sprite or ginger ale and soup and crackers. I still do that. But they're not watching Price is Right on the ghetto couch. They're on their phones.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that I just thought was funny because it just was relatable for sure.
That's awesome.
Skip that one because I think there's another one. Don't go to that one yet.
Oops.
The kitty one. This one I just thought was cute. Saving up to get my other sleeve done. Is a kitty with one complete arm covered in stripes and the other arm's completely white, and it's just cute.
It does look weird.
I like that. This was funny. Do I have any more down there? That's
Nope.
me. And so the Yoda one. I just saw this one this morning. I think Lisa shared it and said, me seeing hand soap shelves empty in stores, wondering why people haven't been washing their hands until now, which is so true. I try not to read too much into this whole coronavirus thing and stress myself out, but what I do keep reading is the biggest thing is wash your hands,
Yeah.
just like any other day, any other flu, any other kind of germs and viruses, you should be washing your hands, and I'm kind of OCD about that. But the fact that people are going crazy with soap now instead of they should be buying soap anyway. People are too busy buying, for whatever reason, toilet paper and water at Costco and causing riots. So buy the soap. Get the soap. So anyway, just Yoda's little baby Yoda's face is cute. Going, okay. And my last one, I think, is up there, the green one.
This one?
Yeah, this is from Adrian. It says, either you listen to 90s rap and got a criminal record, or you listen to 90s R&B and got 5 kids.
Oh my god.
And that's so funny. It's cracked me funny. But then I kind of was like, what if you got both?
Oh shit. That's hilarious.
So I thought that was a good one. And he actually, that was just last night. I think he tagged me in it. And I told him, I was like, oh, that one wins the podcast of the day for me.
Yes. Yeah. Because it is, both of them are you.
I know, it is.
So.
We can talk about rap sheets another day, but it just struck me funny. I thought that was funny.
That one is spot on. Good job, Adrian, for that one. Just in the nick of time. If you would have sent it, see, if we recorded yesterday, he would have been too late.
Yep.
So it was perfect.
That was it.
All right. Well, let's end on some quotes.
You can go first. I only have one.
Me too. I have.
Did you not send it to yourself?
No, I did. It's right here. This quote is by Friedrich Nietzsche. Nietzsche is how it was pronounced. How it is. It's German. Whatever. The future influences the present just as much as the past.
Did you go with your question?
I did. I tried to piece them together. Obviously, the future influences the present. You know, what we are doing today is to hopefully attain a goal somewhere in the future or working towards something in the future. And where we are at today is easily just as influenced by what we have done in the past. And it's kind of one of those weird, I don't know what you would call that loop. It kind of ties in 360 full circle type quotes that kind of snake eating its tail kind of quote type thing. It's
kind of your present, where you came from, and
yeah,
what you did to get to where you're at.
So I thought that one tied in with the Would You Rather, and I just liked it. So yeah.
Bravo.
And you.
Right, mine is, the purpose of life is to discover your gift. The work of life is to develop it. The meaning of life is to give your gift away. David Viscott. For me, I like that just because I'm all about encouraging everybody to find their passion and to go with it. And as weird as that sounds, as much as I just love loving on other people and making them feel amazing and good about themselves. And weird as that sounds, I just found it in a way of spray tans, clothes, and makeup. You know, just giving my gift of just, you know, helping others feel amazing. And if that makes sense at all. I know, you know, like what I'm trying to explain. I'm not sure it's coming out the way I want it to, but you know, I just feel my purpose of being here and is just
I would say that the meaning of life for you is giving your passion away.
Right.
Like you just said, your tanning, your clothes, your makeup, and all that. That is a passion of yours, and you are expressing that passion.
Just supporting others, just loving on others, just being a positive light in people's life if I can. I don't know. I just like that. I thought that was a cool little quote there. The purpose of life is to discover your gift. So there's your purpose. Find your gift. Work of life is developing it, which is all the time. And the meaning of it is giving it away.
Sweet. Well, I wish I had... Yeah, I'm not going to pull it up now, but Jamie's meme thing is going to be funny because there's some puns on there that she's going to like that are good that I found for it. So, anywho, that is that's it for episode... Why does that say episode 14? I screwed that up again. And it's not episode 15 either. It is episode 16. So...
What have you been saying?
Well, this, for some reason, I wrote episode 14.
Well, you probably just left it from last week.
No,
I
that's
created a whole new note.
A whole new note. Oh. But even so, I'm 2 episodes behind because it was supposed to be episode 15, but this is actually episode 16.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I can't. I don't keep track.
It's crazy. It's this week's gonna feel weird anyways because it doesn't feel like a Tuesday.
No, I told somebody to have a good weekend because I thought today was Thursday when I was walking her out the door, and she goes, "Wait, it's Tuesday, right?" And I'm all, "Oh my gosh, it is only Tuesday." Holy cow.
For dessert the other day, I got, it was late, and so I got donuts from Sodoko, and I walked out and saw someone I knew, and they're like, there's better be protein donuts, or is it a cheat day? I was all, heck yeah, it's Friday. It was Sunday.
Oh my gosh, see, we're
It's just
all
been
off.
the last.
We're
Yeah,
so routine, which
it's
sucks. I
off.
don't like being a routine person, but I have to survive in our busy lives. But when our routine is off,
We
we're
are
all
off.
off. So,
So
yeah, for sure.
yeah, but anyways,
Oh, we did eat somewhere new. Dude, we should have recorded our eating at 1865.
oh
We
yeah,
actually
yeah,
ate there
yeah.
twice. We liked it so much we went back again. Because we haven't figured out when we're going to be doing our food truck traveling and festival stuff.
I know. I'd like to do our first video this weekend or sometime soon, and I would think I want to do what's the name of the restaurant that's at the backyard?
Roots and Railroad, or yeah, Roots on Railroad.
That one because it's so new. I
Oh,
think
I
I'd
want
like
the
to.
lobster mac and cheese. I want to try that.
So
But that lobster roll looked good too. We should get like a few things and just share it all.
that's what I think. That's what I want to do. Yeah, get a bunch. So I think that's what we want to do. So
Oh yeah, but if you're in the San Luis Obispo, California area, highly recommend 1865. It's a cool little place on Monterey Street. Beautiful venue.
Oh,
Beautiful
amazing.
outside. There's like it's just like it's almost like a restaurant you can get lost in because there's so many levels and twists and turns and outdoor random patios in the front, in the back. It was pretty cool. So we went one day randomly. We needed somewhere to go after running some errands in Slow. We forgot about it. Saw it on Yelp. I was, oh yeah, duh. I always see their food. A couple of my girlfriends go there often. Tried it, loved it. Cruz loved it. He just thought it was the best thing ever. And then we had dinner plans with our Aunt Laura a few days later where we didn't know where to go, and she lives in Slow. So we said, hey, how about 1865? Because she'd never been, and we liked it again, too, the next time. We ate outside in the evening because there's fire pits in the middle of, in the middle of the tables outside, which was really cool. So
it's like a craft house brew type restaurant, one of those type grills, but it's not the inside and the decorate everything is just it's a little bit more upscale. It's very very nice and elegant. So
yeah, but not like but still casual. Like you still wear
Exactly,
casual
yes.
clothes. Like you don't
Yeah.
feel like you need to be dressed up or anything. But yeah, so that was that, and
yeah,
good food, good food.
I know. So
I'm hungry now. I'm gonna go eat.
I know. I am going to. I'm not gonna do anything because I forgot what I was gonna say. I am tired. I slept like shit last night, so
It's pizza
it was.
and
it was
ice
bad.
cream.
I know, and that was only a little bit too.
Mm.
So, anyways, guys, we will see you next week. Go check out our reaction and give us some fucking likes
I know.
so that we
Yes.
get.
Because you
get it
have
up,
some
or
of us,
dislikes.
some of you have to agree that it does not look that great. But then again, what do we know? Apparently
So,
nothing.
I know. But yeah, go check that out. That should be popping up right now. So, yeah, we will see you guys next week. Thank you. We love you. Go subscribe and go follow Salty Blowie on Instagram.
Bye.